Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back. And UFC 292 is going down from Championship City, Boston. We're going to Beantown. Your boy loves titles, and so do people in Boston. So once again, I'm partnering up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a fantastic offer. Bet $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Hey, championships are on the line in Boston. Can Sean O'Malley, the Suga Show, stop Aljamain Sterling? Or does he continue to set records in what I believe is the best division in the entire UFC, 135 pounds? So all new customers, use my promo code Cormier, bet $5 or more, get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Now, if you're looking to cash it even bigger, try our same fight parlays. We're the only ones that have the same fight parlays, where you can choose the method of victory or how long the fight will go and get even bigger prizes. The DraftKings Sportsbook, guys, that's us. We DraftKings. We set the standard. Let's go. So, if mobile sports betting is not yet available in your state, we still got you. Like, we got all the bases covered. Get in on the DraftKings Daily Fantasy, where you can still take part in all the weekend's festivities. So all you got to do, go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download it right now. Use the promo code Cormier. Bet $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. It's a win. Somebody's winning in Beantown. And as you can see, your boy won quite a bit too. It's going down in Boston, baby. I love that city. They treat me so good over there. But why not you cash in too? Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the promo code Cormier. All new customers. Bet $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. It don't get no better than that. Let's go. That's all I want to do is swing the golf club.
Is that what you're doing now, huh?
Oh, man, I love it.
I feel like I'll get there.
It's so fun, bro. Yeah. It's so fun. You got some winning to do.
Yeah,
play golf, right? You got to earn that golf lifestyle like that.
Agree.
Guys, I'm here with Suga Sean O'Malley. UFC 292, Sean O'Malley fights Aljamain Sterling for the bantamweight champion of the world. Sean, thanks for checking in with me. I appreciate you. So, Aljamain Sterling fights a couple months ago. After the fight, you go into the octagon, it's a scene. You want a scene, right? Because the scene can be replayed, it can be built, but Aljamain was very clear. I'm not fighting this dude in Boston. How does this fight happen if the champion is saying, I don't want the fight?
I'd like to say it was all because of me, but realistically, UFC does what they want. They told me Boston, I said let's do it.
And he seemed like he didn't want to do it, but ultimately he steps up to the challenge. You and Aljamain Sterling don't have much history. But when you're in the octagon, you guys are kind of jawing at each other. Is that just a byproduct of being in there in a cage with a guy that you want to fight? Or is there something more to you and Aljamain Sterling?
Every time I've stepped into octagon, I've fought. So, you get in there, you get a little antsy, you get excited, but he has what I want. He has the belt. I have what he wants. Money, fans, fame, good looks. I have a lot of things he wants. He has one thing that I want, and it just...
You guys, it's like that. It's like such an intense, like, when you walk in there and there's a guy in there. Like, you want that scene. Marab's in there with your jacket on. Aljo said that he wants to go to 145 after this fight, win or lose. Is that a mistake to kind of be looking at what's next down the line?
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I go out there, knock him out, he takes a year off. He might go, do I really want to go to 145? I don't know how good he does at 145. 135, he's dominating. So we'll see when it comes down to it. I think he likes the attention of, that's the only headlines he gets. It's by him saying, I'm going to go up to 45. That's the only time I ever see anything about Aljo is his weight. I'm a big bantamweight. I'm a weight bully.
You're taller than him, though.
Yeah.
Much taller.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
But you have no desires of going up or anything. It's all right now.
Yeah, right now I want to do what he's doing. I want to get the belt. I want to defend the belt. And it's as simple as that. I have very big plans for what I want to do in the UFC. And other things. So I want to, and that doesn't, you can't do the things that I want to do without becoming champ. I mean, you don't even got to defend the belt realistically. You got to just be champ. You don't. Conor didn't. He didn't defend it, but he went up a weight class, and but ideally, I have to be champ to do the things that I want to do.
You spoke about him getting the headlines only about weight. What is it, right? When a guy can win at that level, but not be connected to the people. And what makes it easy for people to be connected to you? Because it seemed like the fans flood to you But with this guy, no matter what he does, he doesn't seem to resonate with the people as much.
I feel like he's doing a good job. I feel like he's slowly kind of turning that around. Super slowly turning that around. And I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know why the fans, I have more of a fan base or more exciting or whatever. That's what the people say. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't necessarily. It is what it is.
You know, one of your buddies fought last week. Boy got game.
Marcus.
Yeah, he got game, huh?
Yeah.
Him and also Batista. You trained with Batista too?
Yep. Kyler won the week before
Kyler
that too.
won the week before.
Marcus, Marios was supposed to fight Cody Garbrandt. Mm-hmm. Some people just aren't built for this. He had to pull out. He said that after I got injured once, so it's kind of I got to use that a few times lately. But yeah, so Mario was supposed to fight Cody. Was very, very excited for the opportunity for him to fight a big name. You know, he was on a 17-fight losing streak, but it would have still been a good win for him. But now he's got the short notice guy that won last weekend.
That won last week, and it's tough, right?
Yeah.
But you guys got to rock and roll a little bit down there in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
You said this morning on First Take you feel like you're going to knock Aljamain Sterling out. What is it that you see that makes you feel that way? Because I think when I watch you strike, right, it's not just that you can box. It's the angles, it's the footwork, you're very precise. But it's in the angles, man. The way you spin people, the way you pop off and pivot.
Yeah.
I think, like, to the blind eye, they don't pick up on that. Mm-hmm. Is it something in that you think you can find Aljamain reaching or something to put him out?
Yeah, I think, you look at his shots. He does have some really good entries, some really good shots, but he has a lot of sloppy shots, too. Mm-hmm. He'll shoot at a distance. He'll just shoot. And I find people's chins, and I just picture him shooting, taking a sloppy shot, and landing the shots that I need to. He is cutting a lot of weight, and that does play a role in your brain juice. Like I think guys like when I fought Chris Moutinho, I don't think he wasn't a very big guy. I don't think he cut that much weight.
No, he took a lot of damage shooting.
Yeah, and he took a lot of damage. There's no way Aljo could take those shots, and those were heavy shots on the chin. I found his chin, 400 times.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna find Aljo's chin. And it's it's no secret my game plan and his game plan. Mine's don't let him touch me. I don't want my back up against the cage. I don't want him to touch me once.
Is this ever surprising to you, like that you're here this fast, not even just getting to a title shot, right? Having this fan base, having this type of popularity, having this profile in fighting, is this all ever like surprising? Do you ever take a moment to kind of look back at the work and go, man, I couldn't even have imagined that this would have happened this quickly?
It's weird, I say this, and it's just the truth. I pictured all of this. I've seen this at an early age. I remember when I kind of met Tim for the first time in Phoenix. I was 18 years old, flew down first time, and I was like, we're going to be in the top. I'm going to be a star in the UFC. And this was, I don't know why I had that kind of mindset. I don't know if it's from being from a small town in Montana and just being kind of delusional. Mm-hmm. Thinking like, I could, for whatever reason, I literally seen all this, pictured all of this, and now it's here. So it's not like I'm definitely grateful for it, and it's really cool to look back on where I came. But it's not like, whoa, it's not weird to me. It's normal. It's part of the movie that's been playing in my head.
At what point did that change for you, right? Because I remember, I feel like it's been from the start. Right, the moment you see Snoop going O'Malley, 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 it seemed like you could get to this point, but you had to back it up. And there were a lot of people that were very hesitant to give you the credit that you deserve in terms of being a top-level fighter. And even me, I'll be like, well, we got to see what he's going to do. We got to see what he's going to do. And I'll openly tell you that. But I felt that as you continue to evolve, I thought in the last fight was when I said to myself, fuck, this guy, he really does have it, because you didn't have to just win. You had to dig real deep against Petr Yan. And to fight a guy at that level, it was like, okay, Sean O'Malley's ready for the top. At what point for you did you feel that? Can you go back to that Yan fight and feel like, man, there were moments where I was like, fuck, this is going to be what people are going to remember about me for a while?
I've always known I had the dog in me. I trained at the lab, getting beat up when I first moved down there as an amateur, and I never just quit. I never just, laid over. So I always knew I had the dog in me, and I kept getting these guys that I was fighting, Eddie Wineland, Thomas Almeida, getting these names where, in Jose Quinones, I knew I was going to go out there and knock these dudes out. I wasn't going to say no. I want a highlight reel. I want to get paid, and I want to, be able to go back to the UFC and say, hey, this is what I'm capable of doing. And so I was never upset with people questioning, yeah, but it was Eddie Wineland. He's not in his prime anymore. I'm like, all right, that's fine with me. I did my job. The next guy. So I get why people questioned.
It was always like,
Suga
oh,
Show.
he's getting the matchups. He's getting the matchups. He's getting the matchup. Because people don't want to believe that a guy can kind of have it and then have it that accompanies all those wins. People are hesitant with that.
Yeah.
But in that last fight, it was like, man, is this too much for him too soon?
Yeah, no, I mean, we all got to, in my heart, I truly believe they go out there and beat him. And, I was a huge underdog, but my team knows, the guys I trained with know I'm not just this. I'm in the gym consistently.
Mm-hmm.
You don't not be in the gym consistently and go and accidentally beat Peter Yan. You beat Peter Yan, by having a certain level of skill, heart, will to win. And, I want to be rich, I want to be famous, all this stuff. But I still have the dog, man. I'm a winner. I'm a competitor. I've been competing my entire life, not in fighting, but in just other sports. I hated losing, and I still hate losing. So it's, I knew I had it in me. I knew there would be questions around it, but that was a massive step up in competition. Peter was by far the best guy I fought, hands down, and I beat him. It was a very, very close fight. I've watched it back multiple times. The first round was very close. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And
you
saw that takedown.
You won the fight.
You saw that takedown at the end of that first.
I saw it. You won the fight.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? You had to beat him, but you actually had to beat him with a skill set that matched his skill set.
Yeah.
You didn't take him down multiple times, right? You had to actually box and outstrike a guy that is known for striking.
Turn him into a wrestler.
You turned him into the guy that was trying to wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I always thought it was funny when you would say, I'm undefeated because of the way the Chito Vera fight ended. You go on publicly now and say, you win, Chito wins, matches up in December. Why? It would seem as though you're past him.
I'm definitely past him. I've been past him, but everyone's like, why don't you rematch him? I said that I will rematch him. I will give him that opportunity when the time is right. I can't think of a bigger fight in the bantamweight division than me versus Chito, the rematch, just because it's the rematch. If we had never fought and he goes out there and beats Pedro, I was like, sure, I'll go fight him.
And because he had just lost to Sandhagen.
Bad.
Corey Sandhagen fought really good that fight.
Chito fought really bad. He did fight good, but
Sandhagen fought good.
Yeah, he did. So it's tough. He's coming off an embarrassing performance. So if he can go out there and get the job done against Pedro, that's the only fight really that makes sense. If I was wanting, which I am wanting, to fight in December, that would be the fight that makes sense. But I'm not looking past Aljo at all, not even a little bit. But you get asked these questions
all
what's
the time.
next? So I have an answer. It's Chito, December.
Yeah. Do you like the Conor McGregor comparisons? Do you like those comparisons? Because people want to compare you to Conor, and in reality, you guys are both strikers. But it's a much different approach to striking. It's not the same, right? You are different than Conor McGregor in the way that you strike, in the way that you move, as I spoke about a little bit earlier. But do you like those comparisons?
I mean, he's extremely rich. He's a good businessman. He was double champ. He's considered one of the GOATs in UFC as far as all-around things. Maybe not just skill, just talent. He's very talented, very skilled, but there's guys that are more skilled. But as far as, I don't mind those comparisons. It always trips me out when I feel like people can have similar personality traits. And we obviously have a couple similar, so people want to compare me. Oh, you dress like Conor. It's like if I wear a suit, if anyone wears a suit.
Now you dress like Conor.
So, but I don't mind the comparisons. Considering what he's done for the sport, it's a compliment, really.
It is the craziest thing when people are like, oh, you're a company man. I'm like, they write my fucking checks.
Yeah.
They write my checks.
Right.
Of course I want to be like Conor McGregor. He's got billions of dollars.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But could you think, now, Sean, as I let you go, this is my last question. Have you allowed yourself, when thinking of the biggest moments in UFC history, when guys attain something so great, McGregor, 14 seconds over Aldo, Weidman knocking out Anderson, hell, when me and Stipe fought the first time, have you allowed yourself to think about that in Boston, fighting Aljamain this weekend? Allow yourself to go to a place and go, man, I put this dude out in the most dramatic fashion. I become the champion. How sweet that would be.
Yeah, that definitely crosses my mind. But I have this weird acceptance of whatever happens that allows me to be as calm as I am and not feel pressure. So I truly, whatever happens in this fight, I'm okay with. I go into that every fight. I have that.
Yeah.
Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Do I believe something spectacular is going to happen? I do. August 19th, Saturday night, pay-per-view, we got to find out.
Last thing. Is this is it a problem that you haven't? Would you have wanted to main event a fight night or something to fight 5 rounds? Or you're so valuable, right? They always have you on pay-per-view that you never got to fight 5. First time fighting 5 against this guy. Will that matter at all?
No, I planned that. You know, I could have headlined fight nights for sure. You know, there was a number in my mind that if I'm going to fight 5 rounds, damn near fighting twice in one night.
It is.
It's 10 minutes,
sucks.
but that 10 minutes is long. It might as well be 15. If I'm going to fight 5 fives, I want to be paid a certain amount. I'm being paid that amount. I'm very happy with my contract. And 5 fives, yeah, it's definitely, you know, obviously I hadn't sparred 5 fives in a fight camp before because there was really no need. Maybe you do 4 sometimes, just kind of do an extra. But yeah, this camp we did 5 fives, and that was the only real difference. But yeah, it's a big difference. It's, you know.
It's the worst thing. That 4th round in the fight, 11 straight 5-round fights for me as I ended my career. It was the craziest shit. 11 straight 5-round fights.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Because training for 5 rounds.
That's the problem, right?
So fucked.
It's not even the fight. It's like in the training, you leave so much as you prepare. Guys, Suga Sean O'Malley challenges Aljamain Sterling this weekend, UFC 292 main event for the bantamweight championship of the world. Make sure you guys hit the buy button. Watch him try to become the champ. Until next time, guys. Peace.